Citrus County. Welcome to another week of Crystal River Beef O'Brady's High School Player of the Week. I believe it's week 9. Crystal River is not here tonight because they made it a playoff spot, so they have a bye week last week. But I have the 3 schools, Citrus, Lecanto, and Seven Rivers Christian, and we'll give those awards out here in just a few minutes. It's that time of night. I'll take what's going on at Crystal River Beef O'Brady's. We're going to have the corporate-wide Halloween on Monday. Kids in costume eat free. I'll be taking pictures Monday, and then Tuesday on our normal Tuesday kid night, we're going to continue the party. The kids can be in costume to get their picture so that they get a chance to win. They all get posted on Facebook. Everybody has a week to vote, and then they have a chance to win a $25 gift card from Walmart. That's the goings on. This week there is only one NFL game at 1 o'clock, so we have the package, so all the teams that you're not going to be able to see, you can see them here. And I bring that to your attention because we have yet another big TV. Brett, show them. So now, no matter where you are in the restaurant, you're going to be able to see your game with all these TVs, and we have all the packages. College football is kicking really into high gear. A lot of big games this weekend. We have Big Ten, Pac-12, SEC, all the college and the college football playing. So we got all those covered. World Series time. Congratulations to the Cubs and the Indians. Any sports fan knows the history of both. That's not my job. That's Brett's. I'm sure they're talking about it on 104.3 every day. All right. Well, that about winds up the entertainment portion of this. Let's turn it over and get these presentations out, and Brett will be talking with the coaches. All right. We're going to start off with Citrus High School's Player of the Week. It's Justice Walker. Congratulations. I heard you had a great game.
Yes, ma'am.
Keep up the hard work.
Thank you.
Next big winner is Seven Rivers Christian High School, and it is Brendan Rooks. Good job, Brendan. You looking forward to this game this week?
Yes, ma'am.
Keep up the hard work. And wrapping up tonight's Player of the Week is Lecanto High School's George Albert. There you go, George. Congratulations. And he's another return to the plaque.
Lecanto head coach Greg Harper and coach, it had to be nice to get back on the winning track Friday. Good for you, your kids, and everybody.
Absolutely. It's a good win by our kids. Wish I got so close at the end, but it's always good to get back on that win streak.
And I guess, you can't rest on it, can't talk too much about it because a huge one this week, the cross-county rivalry, they come to your place, last game for the seniors, so a big night coming up.
Absolutely. Those crosstown rivals are great. We got a big one against Citrus this week. Last home game for our seniors, so it's going to be a big night. It's going to be a fun night for football. Come out and see them.
Does it change how your team practices or how they participate in the practice after a win? Can you tell the difference that there's just a little more excitement in their step, or does it matter when you're playing a team like Citrus this week?
I think when it's rivalry week time, everybody's a little bit more excited. They understand what's on the line. Everybody knows everybody, and they like bragging rights for the next year. So, it's very easy to get your team up for a rivalry game.
Talk about your Player of the Week. Second time you've had him here this year. Why you picked him, and what stood out to you and the coaches?
George has been real consistent for us all year. He's a leader for us out there on the defensive side of the ball and catches balls for us over on the offensive side, but he's just been real consistent in his play, and we felt that he had the best game.
It was a great feeling. It felt like it took too long, but it was just good for the team and got us back on pace.
What was the difference, though? We talked about how, offensively you guys have been close, just turnovers sometimes, defensively just a big play here or there. Was that the difference Friday night, just making more plays?
I just felt like we were more consistent with our play, and we just kept doing what we usually do, and we just kept our game plan.
Talk about the excitement this week getting ready for Citrus. You didn't get one against Crystal River. I'm sure you guys don't want to go 0-2 in county games this year.
Yeah, that's right. We're all excited. We're ready to play, and, just ready to show what we got.
Citrus head coach Jim Hazer joining us now. Coach, talk about last week. I know it didn't go exactly as you guys wanted, but no time to really dwell on that. Got to get ready for another Friday night.
That's exactly right. Nature Coast, #1 in the district, undefeated. Try to get your kids fired up, and our kids played as hard as they could play, and you play a better team, that's what happens. Our kids never quit. They come out and they play their hearts out.
Talk about this week, obviously. I mean, even though for both teams on Friday night, no playoffs are on the line, but there still is all on the line. So games like this mean so much, not only to the kids, the coaches, the community. It's a big deal.
Right. Well, and it's still a district game. Obviously, it's playoff intentions are not there, but big rival game. Our seniors, these guys lost to them last year, and they're taking that as a little, ammunition for the week, and they want to go out on top as seniors.
Talk about what you see from Lecanto. I mean, a team that looks like they've been able to move the ball offensively. They make plays defensively, just prone to mistakes here and there. Is that what you guys are going to try to do Friday? Cause those mistakes to happen?
Well, they got a good quarterback, Troy Singh, and a pretty good running back, and their Mike linebacker, Olsess. He plays pretty well. And George, I think he's player of the week this week. He's really fast. When he gets a hold of the ball, we got to really contain him. They're a good football team. You can't just go out there. Their record doesn't show what they can do, and we got to be ready.
Talk about your player of the week this week. Who you selected and what stood out to you and the coaches.
We chose Justice Walker. He's one of our captains. He's one of our coaches on the field. He had a sack, a tackle for a loss. He was the leading tackler last Friday against obviously a really good Nature Coast team. And he's always in there. He never quits. He's not scared to put his nose down in it. And he plays well for us.
I think last week we went into the game thinking, we got to get this win to keep playoff hopes alive. We definitely had some fuel from a tough loss at Central, and it just didn't go as well. I think we got outplayed and we were definitely outsized, but I think they wore us down, and we didn't have the depth that they had, so they ended up winning.
Pretty easy, though, I'm sure, to forget about that one and focus on this week because it's a lot of fun to get ready to play a rival like Lecanto, isn't it?
Yes, sir. One thing we deeply believe in is the next play. So, you make a mistake one week, move on to the next. Make a mistake in a game, you move on to the next play. So we kind of put Nature Coast behind us, but we definitely have the mentality that we have to get payback for what happened last week.
How big is it for the group of guys that have been around for a while, the seniors, to go out with the win against Lecanto? I'm sure that's a big-time focus this week.
As a freshman, we've had that mentality of county champions, and obviously, with that loss to Crystal River, that can't happen this year, but no better way than to beat Lecanto, for sure.
Seven Rivers head coach Ray Green joined us at the Player of the Week Awards. Coach, obviously, a big win last week for you guys. I mean, I don't know if it's program changing, but it certainly is a milestone for your program, isn't it?
Well, it was a huge win for us. I mean, Villages is a team that people know about. They've been around a long time. Coach Pettis does a real good job over there, and certainly coming off of last year's blowout loss to those guys, our guys were ready to kind of avenge that, and it was nice to be able to get a win against such a quality program.
Not much time, though, to talk about it and be excited over it because you got to turn the page, and it's do or die this week with the playoffs starting.
Yeah, I mean, we told the kids that no one showed up this week to give us our trophy for beating the Villages or our awards. I mean, it's about the playoffs. It was a great win, but we had to turn the page awfully quickly because last year after that game we were eliminated in the first round, and here we are again in the first round of the playoffs, and this Friday really has nothing to do with last week, so we got to get ready to go for the playoffs this week.
You talk about the mentality going into it. I mean, this is a group that knows what it takes now. They've been through it a year earlier. Do you see a difference in practice this week?
Well, I do. I mean, the biggest thing I see a difference in is the schedule that we had this year. I mean, our kids are a little more seasoned. They're a little more battle-tested, and they kind of know what it's about. We're a year older. They seem very focused this week. They also seem very relaxed this week, which is a really good sign for me as a head coach to see that we're working really hard, but we're not having to do a whole lot of coaching at practice in terms of keeping them focused and cheerleading. They're kind of bringing that on their own.
After that big win over the Villages, I'm sure you had a few guys to choose from. Tell us about who you picked for Player of the Week and why.
Well, we picked Brandon Rooks, who's a two-way guy for us. He's just a sophomore, but he had a real huge night for us rushing the football, had 4 rushing touchdowns and a couple of real big plays, had a bunch of big hits on defense, and just kind of embodies what we teach and what we want there. A complete player that'll play all 48 minutes on both sides, and was really happy to award him with that this week.
It was real nice. Everyone just came out pumped up and everything, and it was a good win for coming in playoffs.
Talk about the start of playoffs. I mean, this is what you guys work all season for. Have you seen a different in practice this week, and what's it been like?
All the leaders stepped up. Everyone's getting pumped up. Coaches don't have to tell us. We just get out there and do it.
We talked about your schedule this year and some of the more difficult teams that you've played compared to last year. I mean, what have you noticed about who you've played this year and how it's made your team better?
We had a lot harder schedule at the beginning of the season, and that was to get us ready for playoffs so we don't get eliminated first round. It's basically this year, if we don't win the whole thing, then it's a bust.